time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. This evening, an exciting pairing of wild card contenders between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa in the booth. And guys, a game today that features what would be the two wild card teams if the season ended as it stands now.
Yeah, both of these teams battling to stay in postseason position, Matty, at least in this wild card race. So this game is going to have a huge impact. Not only are they both trying to keep their lead on the other teams in this race, but they're also potentially jockeying for home field advantage in the wild card game by trying to grab that top wild card spot. Basically, every game for these clubs means a lot from here on, so I expect to see an exciting one here.
And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Home run number 58 on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say.
Now to the plate, Joe Wells. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. Running hard, he's digging for second. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. Now at the plate, Yonier Hernandez. Into the box, Joe Wells. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch on the way. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one.
Stepping in next, Joe Wells. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
That'll win. Good job.
Digging in next, Joe Wells. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. To third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So now a guy making a lot of noise in this one, Joe Wells. He's got his sights set on a 5-hit ball game here. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Rasmussen has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And he will run this one down. 11-2 is the way this ball game ends. So the Bronx Bombers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jamison Taillon earns his 12th victory in the ball game. MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. This evening, an exciting pairing of wild card contenders between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa in the booth. And guys, a game today that features what would be the two wildcard teams if the season ended as it stands now. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping up as the shortstop, Joe Wells. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He's running. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Joey Wendell.
Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Buster Posey.
The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Digging in will be Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat.
Wells.
Hard hit towards center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. Hard hit ball to short. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Joey Wendell digs in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Hit on the ground to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We're through 6 full. The Rays 4 and the Yankees 3. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Meadows has it, and there's one away. Next, it'll be Joe Wells. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And he fouls this one off. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Tampa Bay wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Chris Archer earns win number 15, tops on the staff. Now from the home of the Rays, Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Today, a notable matchup of playoff hopefuls between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa in the booth. And guys, a game today that features what would be the 2 wildcard teams if the season ended as it stands now.
Yeah, both of these teams battling to stay in postseason position, Matty, at least in this wildcard race. So this game is going to have a huge impact. Not only are they both trying to keep their lead on the other teams in this race, but they're also...
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Lau, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's got 2 hits in 20 at-bats, 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Bouncer up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now at the plate, here is Joe Wells. Flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. At the track, the wall. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Stepping in once again is Joe Wells. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Fielded cleanly.
Oh, beat it out!
So
Get
gets
it
him
out!
2 down. Joe Wells will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team.
Here's Buster Posey now. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can pop.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Joe Wells. He went deep earlier and he's 2 for 4 to this point. He's set and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of
11-6 the final score in this ball game. The New York end.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first Joe Wells will try. Now at the plate is Joe Wells. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop.
Here's the pitch.
Well.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Ramirez is right there, 1 down. Now it'll be Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
On it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1. Next, it'll be Harold Ramirez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. 1 there on Rizzo, and it's a double play. Next up, Joe Wells. He flew out in his last debut. Down the left field line and deep. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. fly ball right down the line and left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that's the second out of the inning. Next, here is Jason Irizarry, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
On to Rizzo, but... So next, it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Andrew Benintendi. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Grounded to the right. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. Next to hit, Jason Irizarry. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. And stepping in, Joe Wells. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Lying toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat. Short, hit hard.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Frank Henson, and their runners at the corners now. The bouncer to the left side. A dive. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first. A double play. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Indians jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 4 runs, 12 hits.
A great start to the weekend here. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer.
The right field.
The 0-2 pitch.
Bradley.
On the ground to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. And now, Joe Wells. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the shortstop.
Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Ramirez is there.
Come on, run it, run it, run it.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next to hit is Joe Wells. He bounced out last time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 2 gone. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. To short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
We talk about this all the time in the game, having an internal clock. That's exactly what he had right there. He had plenty of time to take an extra step and secure his grip on that throw.
The shortstop.
No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. So 2 gone now for the Tribe here in the 4th, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. Hit hard to short. He's got it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. And now in the box, Bradley Zimmer, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Down the first baseline, Rizzo is there. There's 1. A On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Joe Wells. Fouled away.
Well.
Find some green, baby. Find some green.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
And that is by him on into center field, so good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. So the next to bat will be Yoni Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Better way to square up on that ball. Great shot.
And now here is... At the plate now is Jose Ramirez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is... Striding in for the Indians, Harold Ramirez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. A 5-0 finish tonight. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Eflin earned his 9th win of the year.
They left 12 men on base.
The show is on the air with Jameson Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws 2 types of fastballs. A 4-seamer, which is more of his true
swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. See you later, over the wall, a home run. And that one will put him over the top. He's now broken the single-season hit record. His crowd is going crazy, as they should, recognizing the historic magnitude of really an unbelievable accomplishment.
You realize how hard it is to break the single-season hit record? You're facing lefties, righties, starters, relievers. This is one powerhouse season that he's had.
Next for New York, Joe Wells. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years, 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Stepping up is Austin Hedges. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Grounded to short. Scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Joe Wells. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Line drive base hit.
Come on, find
and
it,
now
find
it'll
it,
kick
find
around in the corner.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
In now for Cleveland, Miles Straw, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play.
Next up is Harold Ramirez. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Bounce it to the left side. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning. So next to bat will be Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Miles Straw. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Gonna be a tough play. And a close play first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. New York win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Jamison Taillon records the victory, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Afternoon baseball now, and a fine. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now into the box, Joe Wells. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Benintendi in pursuit, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy. And now he's been...
So now to the plate, Joe Wells. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And that is off the wall.
You're here.
The relay. And he will get in there at second base as he's got himself a wall ball double. Absolutely scorched that base. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ballgame. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
That's not the guy you're going to see coming.
Now to the plate, here is Joe Wells. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. This is hit pretty well out to left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game.
So now into the box is Austin Hedges. He's 0-for-1 thus far. Hit on the ground toward the left. He's got it. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman. Digging in now for the Yankees, Joe Wells. 3 hits and 3 trips to the plate for him so far. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Reined in. There's 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Striding in is Josh Naylor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Now to bat, Joe Wells. Flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Back behind second. Mejia is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. New York.
You're gonna be happy.
From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show. Ready now is Joe Wells. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. Popped up. Choi is underneath this one. And very quickly, one gone. So now here is Joe Wells.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Joe.
Here's the first pitch.
Wells.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Margot is there, one away. Next to dig in, Joe Wells. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hit in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over.
Up next,
first pitch coming. Here it is.
The shortstop, Joe Wells.
2 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his...
And hit him. First base. Ball field, take the ball.
So next to hit is Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Let it fly. Let's go.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Let it fly.
This pitch is popped up.
Dig, 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 dig.
Brujan's there to put it away and finally put an end. Up next for the Rays, Buster Posey. He flew out in his last AB.
Buster Posey.
Hit down the line at first. To second for 1. Back to first, and he throws it away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. A 5-0 finish tonight. New York wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Garrett Cole earns win number 15, tops on the staff. Striking out with Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa in the booth. And guys, again, Joey Wendell digs in now. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Joey.
Hit on the ground out to short. And there are 2 away now. So here is Joe Wells. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
This guy's got a realistic shot to win the triple crown, and he's hit several home runs.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Next to stand in is Joe Wells. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Margot's under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Randy Arozarena, lifetime in this matchup. He's got 5 base hits in 22 tries. He's taken him deep once. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that brings up the corner infielder, G-Man Choi.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable.
So stepping in is Joe Wells. Flew out last time up. Now here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready to begin the 8th, and up now will be Vidal Brujan.
The shortstop, Vidal.
Hit to short. Right to him. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Up next, Joe Wells. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Kiermaier on the run. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the 9th. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning. So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat. And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Yanks came through and it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Kenta Maeda earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Tyler Glasnow settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website. About set for baseball now on the show as we welcome you to 1 out, nobody on.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 13.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it.
Now to the plate, Joe Wells. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop.
Yanked hard down the left field line. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he...
Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4. He's out. Ball 4, take the base. 3, shot. Ball 4, take the base.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Wells, who collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. No hits to this point.
The first baseman, Ji-Man.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Into the box, Joe Wells. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass.
Brett Phillips will bat next. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. Throw into second, and he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI. Digging in will be Joe Wells. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Racing back, the right fielder. A jump at the wall, and he's got it. Great play. Digging in next, Joe Wells. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Hit on the ground out to short. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. 11-1 at the end of this one. The Tampa on the board.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Start to the weekend here. Now at the plate is Joe Wells. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll go to second here. The tag, and he is out at second. Stepping in for the Braves, Austin Riley. He flew out in his last debut.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last debut. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Buxton calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Next, it'll be Joe Wells.
Now batting.
First pitch on its way.
Joe.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams.
Stepping in next, Austin Riley. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Over to first, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, here is Joe Wells. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one.
Yeah, not fooled by that breaking ball in his last AB at all. He jumped all over it. That's such a good feeling as a hitter when you know you're picking up the secondary stuff right out of the pitcher's hands.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Carrara is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Wells flew out last time up. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the second. The next to bat for Atlanta, Miguel Andujar. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's only 1 for 10. Ran it in on him as this is bounced towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Joe Wells. A knock here could cut the lead to just 1 run. Grounded to short. And there's 1 away. (7-5) tonight's final. The Braves, with their 97th win, tops in the division. Max Fried earns win number 15 on the year.
7 runs, 11 hits. No errors.
Just about ready for baseball on.
Batting second, the third baseman, Austin.
And right into the shift. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding in is Joe Wells. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the shortstop, Joe.
Now the pitch. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great.
Stepping in once again is Joe Wells. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
High in the air down the right field line. but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now it'll be Adam Duvall. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-2 pitch. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both. Next, it'll be Joe Wells.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Popped him up. Albies is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Next up, Freddie Freeman. It was a walk in his last trip. The 2-1 home. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down out there. And the run will come in to score from second as they've cut the lead in half to 4-2 now. Next to hit, Joe Wells. He flew out in his last AB.
Joe Wells.
Popped up. Freeman in foul ground, but this will land untouched. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And stepping in, Austin Riley. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. To short. Scooped up. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Next, here is Mitch Garver, grounded out in his last at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And a very important insurance run comes around to score from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there.
And now Joe Wells flew out last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Carrara is in his tracks now. And he will put it away to retire the side. 7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Braves win for a division-leading 98th time.
For the victorious Atlanta Braves. 7 runs, 11.
Afternoon baseball now. Now to the plate, here is Joe Wells. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop.
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that one is gone!
2 home runs in 3 days.
And now in the box, Austin Riley. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the... Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joe Wells. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Swanson brings it in, throws in time, and that's out number 1. So the next to bat will be Adam Duvall. His career line against Garrett Cole comes in with 6 hits in 24 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. He's got it to second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Next to hit is Ozzie Albies. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Bottom of the inning now. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Joe Wells. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Acuna on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. So he's into second here with the double to kick. And now here is Joe Wells. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line hard to center field. And the Bombers have it going here as this is also good for extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Just some more of the same.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. One there, relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. At the plate now is Joe Wells. He doubled his last time up. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. 7-2, the final score this afternoon. This one.
Yeah. In it. KK got the whole place lit up. Hit the switch, make my
MLB The Show has baseball from. Now into the box, Joe Wells. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So next to the plate for Texas, Sherton Apostle. They'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Joe Wells. He bounced out last time up. Hit in the air out to left field. Chasing after it is Calhoun. He's there to track it down, and that'll. Stepping up is Joe Wells. He flew out in his last debut. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop.
Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Here comes the first baseman, Nate Lowe.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
On to first, and a sigh of relief. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The New York Yankees jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Now from the home of the Rangers. Dane Dunning is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50.
Find the ball.
Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in.
Ball 4, take the ball. Ball 4, take the ball.
So now into the box is Joe Wells, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. Popped up low, is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Next up is Joe Wells.
Shortstop, Joe Wells.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Walker comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. Up next for the Rangers, Jose Trevino. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Trevino.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Scooped up. There's 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side ret. So next to bat will be Joe Wells. The potential tying run for him at third base. And he fouls this one off.
Come on now, rip.
0-1, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hauser has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And this would be a tough opportunity to squash. So now to the plate, Joe Wells. Flew out last time up.
Joe Wells.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Fouled off. The 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. So they're held in check. Brandon Drury will bat next. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's 1 for 2.
Brandon.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error.
It's time now for baseball. Now at the plate, here is Joe Wells. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The Yankees, the shortstop.
First
52.
offering. Hit on the ground to short. There's Kiner-Falefa. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Last half of the second set to go, and now here's Nate Lowe.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in now for the Yankees, Joe Wells. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the third, and that seems as good a time as any to check. Ready now is Jose Trevino.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Jose Trevino.
Little chopper back to the mound. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. Next for New York, Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets it.
So now here is Jose Trevino, grounded out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Jose.
Swing and a liner. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out. Next to dig in, Frank Lentz. He's 1 for 2 in the ball
second
game.
Baseman, Frank.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And there's out number 2. So next to hit is Jose Trevino. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now to bat, Joe Wells. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard hit towards center. Walker is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Jammed in there as this is rolled out to short. Fielded cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Set down in order. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nate Lowe. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him. 2 down. So stepping in is Sherton Apostle. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. He never gave it. Oldest state. Now at the plate, Joe Wells. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Yeah, and he's continued to hit very well in recent games. He's really closing in on that triple crown right now, and that would be an amazing accomplishment.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump.
Now at the plate is Ketel Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hit.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Second inning set to go, and stepping up is the shortstop, Joe Wells. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too. And
New inning set to get underway. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Joe Wells.
Joe Wells.
And that one yanked just foul.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, let it rip here.
Just short, hit hard.
Come on, get here, get here,
Throw
get
to
here,
first
get here.
in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Next to stand in is Joe Wells. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, Colin Moran. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Colin Moran.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out 8-4 tonight. Boston set the pace in the division with 99 wins. Jacob Junis earns the victory out of the bullpen, number 10 on the year. Matinee baseball on. Into the box, Joe Wells. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the Triple Crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average, and drive-in runs? This guy's...
Digging in will be Joe Wells. He flew out in his last debut.
Well.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Liner in there for a base hit.
Come on, find it,
With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the 3rd as we take a look at the lead. Now to the plate, Joe Wells. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Grounded to 3rd. A tag for 1. Over to 2nd now, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Riding in for Boston, Kike Hernandez, who dropped a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Up next, Joe Wells. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely...
Now the Red Sox DH, Ketel Marte. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's got a 3 for 5 line. Hit back up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in next, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Joe Wells. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Here's the first pitch.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
And it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Matty, it's hard to say right here. I got to believe they dove into the scouting reports on that.
Striding in is J.D. Martinez. In his career versus this pitcher, he's batting at a .385 clip. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game.
No errors. They left 10.
Sunday afternoon. Next, it'll be Joe Wells. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in next, Trey Mancini.
Batting 8th, the first baseman.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1. Stepping in once again is Joe Wells. Flew out last time up. Hit to third. Arroyo's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's got 2 hits in 19 tries. He also has 1 home run. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now it'll be Trey Mancini.
Now batting, first baseman, Trey.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. The throw into second. And there's 1 down now. Next, it'll be Joe Wells. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Slow little roller to third. Arroyo fields cleanly. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Next to hit, Trey Mancini. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Trey.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Scooped up. And that's the first out. And stepping in, Hunter Renfroe. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Next up, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Trey.
Ready with the 1-2. Hit to short. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been... Next, here is Joe Wells, trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Martinez is there to make the catch, and a great job of pick. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up Nick Madrigal.
Nick Madrigal.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. In the division.